Okay. So, Roblox is a video game. It's also a video game platform. It's super popular amongst the kids. Lennox spends an ungodly, inordinate amount of time on Roblox. And Roblox is a game, but it's also a gaming platform, so there's a buttload of other games within the world of Roblox.
And
Within the world of Roblox, the currency, the dinero, is called Robux. I get them mixed up all the time. I'll probably mix them up here. So Roblox, and you spend Robux in there. How would you describe Lennox's spending habits within Roblox for Robux?
It's wild.
Yeah.
It's reckless abandon.
Yeah. Well, he seems to have spurts. Like and this is all his money. Okay, it's really Grandma Bev's and Grandma Liz's money. But he asks for $20 and he gives you the cash.
Yeah.
And you go into the...
Yeah. We use my card.
Yeah.
Because he only has cash, and then he gives me the cash for it.
Yeah.
But it's coming out of my bank account.
Yeah. And so sometimes it's $5, sometimes it's $10, sometimes 20, 30, 40. And over the course of a year, I've been watching this. I'm like, what's the deal here? So I went into his account. You're logged in on your Chromebook. And because I wanted to see like how much he's been spending. I'm fascinated by this. And so I go in there. First of all, it's very difficult to find your transaction history. They are obfuscating it. They're hiding it. I had you look for it. You were confused, as I was. You tell me go to my Amazon history. Boom, 2 clicks. I'm there at all my orders. But Roblox, because they don't want you to know. They don't want you to look at this and be like, you're spending $800,000 on Robux.
Yep.
So that's the first thing. Transaction history, difficult to find. Another thing is that it's like all Robux. There's no mention of dollars. And this further, because dollars are real. And Robux are like, it's made of money. It's Bitcoin.
They have a little symbol in the game. It's like a pentagon-shaped brown thing. Yeah. Kind of looks like an old-fashioned coin, maybe. Yeah, and so that shows how many you have. Yeah. There's no dollar symbol. Right. There's no dollar USD. Yeah. None of that.
Because it's unicorn money. It's wacky. It's not real. And I realize it's difficult to have an 11-year-old boy wrap their head around money and value and worth. My mom would say, I still have not wrapped my head around how much money is worth in my lack of frugality. But so I'm on there, and I finally find the transaction history. And Lennox has spent, within the last year, about 10 months, 19,007.8 Robux. I was like, okay. Again, no mention of dollars.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't realize that. Okay. Yeah. So you had to keep searching to find what that translates to dollars?
So you have to go to Google and find a currency translator.
Oh.
What is it?
Oh my gosh, it doesn't even tell you in Robux?
Correct. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
What do you call it? Currency?
Yeah, translator. Right?
And
a currency converter to find out the exchange rate. Yeah, you got to go to some outside website that's probably tracking my my web history. China knows everything about me. And I entered in 19,007.8 Robux. And it comes to, in less than a year, Lennox has spent this. And this is his own money, a.k.a. Grandma Bev's and Grandma Liz's money. 19,000 Robux equals $203.76, which is $16.98 a month, $17 a month on a video game, which is wild to me. Like, subscription is well, it's what most entertainment is based on. Hulu And Disney Plus and Netflix, they want a subscription because you keep paying and paying. Very few people actually go through and, I need to cancel this. I need to cancel that. So subscription is the honeypot for a business's revenue. And so Roblox, I asked them to list his top 3 entertainment forays. TikTok is number 1, Roblox number 2, Fortnite number 3. But Fortnite is a far cry from number 1 and number 2. I mean, he's got a couple screens going all the time. He's always streaming on his TV. He's got an old-fashioned TV up there. So $17 a month. In the larger scheme of things, so I used to play video games, honey, but then I grew up. I used to care about sports and play video games, but then I became a man. But today, a video game costs $70, which is a huge amount. But I looked at inflation. Look at me, converting currency rates and looking at inflation. In the 1980s, Atari, Nintendo, when video games first came on the scene, a video game was $40. That was outrageous because in today's dollars, it's $201.
Wow.
Yeah. So $70 is a freaking bargain. And plus, games these days, you could just play forever into infinity. There's so much more content and levels, and you could just waste your life playing a video game or several video games. So what does Lennox get for $17 a month? It's primarily skins. So he wants a new face. He wants a new shirt. This merch stuff. And it's all virtual, obviously, it's for his little character. Another thing it buys is time. So you could sit there and grind. Grinding is a term like you're just hacking away to get points, to accrue gold in some games. You could spend all day and night just going through levels and hacking away monsters and demons. Or you could speed up time. You could just pay money and say, I was going to spend a month hacking and grinding, but if I pay $6 or whatever, fast forward, voila, I don't have to spend a month.
I think he does that a lot. I think that's lately where most of his money's been going.
Yeah.
The boy has no patience.
So when I was a kid, video games, even though it was $40, you bought the $40 and that was it. End of story. And then expansion packs came. So you would go to electronics boutique or whatever, Circuit City, if you will. And if Diablo came out, which is a huge game, an expansion pack would come out. So you'd go to the store, you would buy it with more levels and more costumes, and more weapons. And it wasn't as much as a game, but it was 20, depending, sometimes $30. But you had to go to the store, grab it, and then load it up on your PC, if you will. And you would get new characters and all this stuff. But then DLC came, which is short for downloadable content, which means, hey, the internet, you don't have to go to the store to get the expansion pack. Here's a bunch of stuff you can buy instantaneously. You're getting new merch and new characters, new levels, new stuff for your video game. I used to be into this. Did you ever do Farmville, honey, or
No.
No?
I am the opposite of a gamer. All of this is foreign to me.
Yeah.
I played Sonic and the original Marios back in the 90s. And then that's when my gaming life ended.
And then you grew up. Well, when Facebook used to have games, they used to have like a bunch of games within Facebook. I played one called Market Street. And these games, much like Roblox, there's zero skill. There's not a lot of game. Like it's easy. You're basically just waiting to accrue points.
Sounds fun.
And then you can buy crap within the game. So I played Farmville, which is like. No, I'm sorry. I played Market Street, which is you had a store and customers would come in your store and they would buy a shirt and then you would get $60 for the shirt, and you would just wait. You'd wait and wait because there's zero skill. There's zero game playing, actual game playing within it. It just takes time, but you're getting the
serotonin.
You're getting the serotonin. Every time someone would buy a shirt, it's like, oh, I'm accruing $18,000 in a month, and it's all fake. But it's kind of nice. You're like, I'm not doing anything. I don't have no talent, but I'm good at this game. Zero capability, but you get points, you get merch. Zero skill. It just takes your time. So that's what Len's doing. $16.98 a month. And he's essentially speeding up time. He's not... The way I look at it is like, that's a lot of money. It's more than Netflix, for instance. But he spends so much time on it. Like, an inordinate amount of time. Yes,
and that's also the main place... One of the main places he's connecting with his real life friends.
Oh, yeah.
Because they can all be playing a game together virtually.
Yeah.
So there's some benefit to that.
Yeah.
He's socializing.
Yeah. Oftentimes he goes to his friend's house and then they hop on Roblox.
Yeah.
So instead of them being in their separate domiciles saying, go over here, where are you? Go over there. Where are you? Let's go over there. They're together telling that to each other IRL.
And oop.
Len also spends money within Fortnite, and Fortnite's currency is V-Bucks. I haven't logged into there because I don't really care. Well, I don't want to know. But he estimates a couple $100 there over a few years. Roblox is really his go-to right now, and then he dips his toes into Fortnite every so often. But I think for $17 for as much time as he spends on there, it's a dang near bargain, dude.
Yeah, I actually was worried that the total was going to be a lot higher, but that's not too bad.
Well, to be perfectly upfront and honest, he's had other Roblox accounts. He's been banned. He's been banned. He's been kicked out for hacking. He's been locked out. He's trolled here and there. So he has spent more than just his current Roblox account, the $17 a month. But I'm not going to turn into freaking Columbo over here and investigate everything. I don't care. It's a lot of money in comparison to just buying a video game, $70 once and playing with it. But I think for as much time and enjoyment he gets out of it, I gotta say it's worth it. And that's a hard freaking pill to swallow.
Yeah.
It's just so different.
Yeah. I also struggle with him. It's his own money, like you said. So part of me wants him to be able to do whatever he wants with his own money. And then the other part of me is like, well, should I put some restrictions to teach him fiscal responsibility?
Yeah.
I do. He asks me every time because he has to use my card.
Yeah.
And if it's been too frequent, then I say, no, why don't you wait a few weeks, or that's enough for now. So I do kind of rein him in.
Yeah. I hope he sees me as an example. Like pretty much every weekend I'm on the phone with Walmart trying to get a refund. Okay. Well, what did I most recently get? It was $2.62.
It was a tub of ricotta cheese.
A tub of ricotta cheese.
Because I opened the lid and the seal was open.
The seal was ripped. We went on to use it.
Yes, we did.
But I hopped on Walmart.com and went into a little chat with the little customer service agent. And they said the seal was broken. And I always make up, because I don't want to go back to Walmart and say, here's your tainted ricotta cheese. Please give me back $2.62. So I always say like, oh, we threw it away because we don't, or we're headed to grandma's now. We're busy. We don't have time to go to Walmart.
They don't want our tainted cheese. Come on.
That's what they would prefer. That's what they prefer, to not make it so easy for returns. But I mean, yeah, he wants to buy a PC, which depending on what kind of PC, to play more games, to play Roblox. On a computer or a laptop, and it's going to be a few hundred on the cheap end, several hundred on the high end, and he's always talking about it, but he can never manage.
He's always talking about, I'm going to save half my money.
Right.
I'm going to set aside this much for my PC.
Right. and then he ends up buying Takis and
Takis and Robux.
Robux.
Well, his most recent scheme was to set up a GoFundMe.
Right.
But that never got off the ground.
He should fake a sickness. I'm really sick and I need money.
And oop.
But anyways, yeah. So Len, Roblox. Video games are different. Video games are different now. Entertainment is different now. It's a trip. It's a trip. I want to buy, because Lincoln, his friend, just got a Xbox, a new super duper souped up Xbox. And I have fantasies of buying an Xbox and playing it on our giant TV. But I just can't bring myself to it. I would buy Madden, because that's what I played, the football game. I played it for years and years, even when I lived by myself and into my 20s, maybe even my 30s. But I just can't bring myself. I played by myself, so I would like put my face in the game, or what I could mock up as my face in the game, because you could build characters. You could,
like an avatar?
Yes. Okay. And you can change the name, Vince, Nicholas. And so I would put myself as a wide receiver, my height, maybe a little less weight, and I would have like 3,000 receiving yards, and that would give me the serotonin, honey. It would make me happy, and I would play it 1 or 2 games a day, but I would have the Mac Daddy wide receiver, best wide receiver in the league, tons of receiving yards. Every game would be 99-3 or whatever.
And oop.
But I just can't bring myself to spend several $100s for a game console as an adult that I would play by myself with you and Lennox and Luna here. Like, what the hell? I don't have a man cave.
Well.
Oh, look. Ladies and gentlemen.
Hello?
Calling in live.
Hi.
Hi.
What's up?
Can me and Lincoln hang out around, like, the school and, my park until, like, 7:20 or 30?
Yes, you can do that.
Okay.
Len.
Yeah?
Can we talk about, when you...
Anyway.
Okay, well, bye.
Okay,
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Love you.
Love you.
Lincoln said love you.
And oop.
So that's it. Len spends a lot in V-Bucks, but I think it's worth it, and it's fine, and it's his money, and I'm not going to spend anything on an Xbox, even though I want to. Well, I feel like I want to, but then once I have it here, and I'm playing, and like, you're staring at me, or Luna's staring, or Len, I would feel embarrassed. Like, these guys, I'm on the Reels, honey. I'm on Reels, and they have guys who game while they're married and have kids, and I'm like, that's like at least an hour of your time, maybe a couple hours a day. You're not there, you're not present, you're not with them.
Yeah.
You're staring at your halo or whatever. Anyways, alrighty, well, are we done, honey?
Yes.
Okay, we're done. Bye-bye.
And oop.
Okay, so an addendum to the Roblox discussion. Ladies and gentlemen.
Are you bringing him over?
Frankie Blue.
Meow, Frankie, meow.
Shake a meow out of him.
Why do we own this cat? Provides zero enjoyment.
And oop.
Okay, so an addendum to the Roblox discussion. It's free to play. So back in the day and current day, you buy a video game and you have the video game to play. But you got to purchase it in the beginning, and then sometimes you buy some DLC. But Roblox is free to play, and that's how they get you. Free to play, and then they sell you stuff inside, in-app purchases, if you will. Some games and some apps, like your credit card is within, because it's a process for Len to get Robux. Like, you got to go on a website and use your card, then you delete your information.
Yeah, because I don't want my card saved on his phone.
Right. But some games and some apps put your financial information in there and you can buy whatever. And you see these news stories every once in a while. Kid buys 8,000 cheeseburgers via DoorDash, whatever. So that's one thing. Roblox is doing just fine. It's free to play, but the in-app purchases, the revenue last year was 2.2 billion. They're doing gangbusters.
That's a lot of Robux.
Yeah. It's a lot of Roblox, a lot of Robux, a lot of paper, a lot of cash, real money. Another thing is that the looks of it, the graphics, they're terrible. Like it's 8-bit. It's very Minecraft. It's very retro. It's very old school. It's not. You don't need like the latest graphics card to run it. You don't need a super duper high end PC. You don't need a console, although you can play it on all those forms. But it's like you look at it and it's just like you went back in time 30 years. It looks like crap, but because it looks like crap, it can be played on phones. So from the high-end PC to the latest Mac Daddy Xbox to Len on his little Samsung phone, graphics are not intense, so you can play it everywhere. So there's just a much bigger audience. Very smart Roblox. That's the 2.2 billion. And then we didn't get Lennox's consent, but we believed. Maybe we'll put it on the Patreon or slide into my wife's DMs. I'll tell you the situation. Or go to the next Fisher/Lewis gathering. We'll spill the tea. Yes, honey. Anything else?
You got it, honey.
Alrighty. That's it. Bye.